The technology is like nothing that I've seen. You know, bulge and roll has been something that's been in golf and in golf clubs for so long. And for someone to come and reinvent that or reimagine it and make it different, but it makes sense when it's explained to you and you start to understand why this is being done. I'll always ask why, like, okay, well, why have you done this? What's going to make this better? Why is this going to make the ball fly straighter? So to see the technology in practice and see the numbers on TrackMan or the ball flight and say, okay, I hit that a little further out of the heel and it still went pretty straight, or I hit a couple of shots out there that I took my M2 driver and I missed it by 4 millimeters in the heel, but it went 6 yards offline, where I miss the M3 8 millimeters off the heel, but it only goes 3 yards offline. You know, so it seems like, you know, even a worse miss, it still results in a better shot. So it's the difference between being able to go for a par 5 and 2 and having to lay up. It's the difference between having so much control in your golf ball out of the fairway than being in the rough and maybe not being able to go for a pin or having to play safe. 3 yards doesn't sound like much, but it makes a huge difference, especially out on tour when the rough is thick and you're penalized for every little thing that you might hit one offline. Just to know that you have that little bit margin for error, it's a nice comfort to have when you step up on the tee and hit your driver. It's going to improve everyone's game, not just mine, not just the top players in the world, but all the way down to the guys that don't get the time to practice that much and only play once a week or whatever it is. You know, they're not going to be as consistent and hit the ball out of the middle of the club face every time, so they need all the help they can get. And if you know you have a golf club that you hit a little bit out of the toe or out of the heel and it's still going to fly pretty straight, you're going to hit fairways with it and you're going to give yourself more chances to hit par 4s and 2, or maybe go for a par 5 and 2. It can only be beneficial. So long and straight is what we're all trying to achieve, and the M3 and M4 just make that a little bit easier.